Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's boy Naruto Explain here, bringing you guys another community response, and this time we're going to be going over you guys Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 18 predictions. We're going to be starting over here on Patreon, and then we're going to be getting over to you guys' comments over on YouTube like usual. And as this recording, we don't have raw scans out just yet. So just keep in mind that the chapter review, it will drop probably on the 20th if we get raw scans. If not, then it'll be a couple days after. Chapter review editor needs time to cook the review. So I thank you guys in advance for your support and your understanding. So jumping right into the Patreon comments over here, we got my guy Aokiji, the Forsaken Storyteller, saying, long story short, shit hits the fan because Konohamaru gets caught up with Matsuri, Kawaki gets his limiters removed, or we get a tease at that, and Boruto goes AWOL and joins the fight. I could see Boruto potentially going AWOL at some point because, you know, things, they're setting up tension with Kashin Koji and Boruto. Like, at some point, it's coming. So I could see that. And, you know, the Konohamaru part, it looks like you're right on that. So let's see. Bionic Roach says, oh, hold on. We getting Bionic Roach lore. Like, if you've been keeping up with, like, the Q&As and community responses, first time I saw that name, I was like, what the hell is a Bionic Roach? I'm getting answers. We getting a lore drop. You wanted to know what a Bionic Roach was. I did. Well, my nickname is Roach, and Bionic just sounds hard as AF. So, I said you did that. All right, yo. Okay, I can see that. You know, the nickname's Roach. What's the origin story behind Roach, though, right? Because, like, I got a few things in my head, and, you know, like, I need answers. Like, now my mind's gonna be like racing now. Oh man, yo man, I love you guys, man. Let's see, hold on, let's see. But I got Kawaki getting put to sleep. You all right? You all right? That's like there's like three certain things in life. You got getting your heart broken, paying taxes, which I'm not looking forward to this year, and Kawaki getting put to sleep. So the beginning of the fight between either Konoha or Matsuri, or Konohamaru and Matsuri, or Ryu versus Sarada and company. So you're right there. Maybe even both, and not this chapter, but I think Boruto's gonna pop up and either leave a shadow clone behind with Koji to try and trick. If Kashin Koji falls for a shadow clone and he's got 10 directions and you can see all these different mathematical probabilities, he's as big of a bum as the guy he's made after. Yes, I'm doing Jiraiya slander. It'll make sense in a few months. Jiraiya slander. I said what I said. Love the guy as a character, but hey, it is what it is. So Zeko says, hello, bro. I don't know, or I don't really know, but my guess is that Konohamaru will, oh my God. But my guess is that Konohamaru will penetrate Matsuri with a Rasengan. Maybe Mitsuki versus Ryu. I hope Sage Mode Mitsuki. And God, please give us MS Sarada and Momoshiki, let my alien brother spec. I can see that, man. And off topic, what do you think about Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest now since the first part's over? I've not seen the first part of the anime like they did. Like, I want to say they did everything up to Selene, the Moon Dragon God. I read the manga, so it's one of those things like, I gotta really be excited about a series to want to see the, because as you guys know, I don't really care for anime. I prefer to read manga. I'll watch anime if I have to, like if it's something that I do as a part of like the YouTube channel for research or something. But if I can just read the manga, I'll read the manga. You know, I'm on record. Like, I've read Naruto's manga probably 70 to 75 times. Each time I have a what if. And that's just the bare minimum there. But when it comes to watching anime, I've probably seen maybe 100 episodes of both Naruto anime combined. Like, I do not care for anime in general, for the most part. Like, if I wasn't getting people pushing me saying, hey, I would really like you to review Boruto's anime, and you had that statement by Nakuno, the former editor for Boruto, who was like, yeah, you know, the anime and manga, they're parallel, they intersect. Anime is going to explore some stuff that the manga doesn't. If it wasn't for that statement, I wouldn't have even considered watching Boruto's anime. I'm just a huge manga purist, especially when it comes to stuff by Studio Pierrot. When they are faithful to their work, Studio Pierrot is unmatched. They're very faithful in Bleach 1000-Year Blood War Arc. But like, they changed stuff in the Bleach anime, they changed stuff in the Naruto anime. If you read the manga closely, you notice the couple small things, especially Bleach's anime. Don't get me started on that. They just redid whole scenes, but that's, I get off on a tangent on that. But no, I've not seen it, but you know, I'm kind of curious though, because I've seen people like Super Mecha Frieza or Jamie UWU share some clips and stuff, and like my interest is peaked because I kind of want to see what they're doing. I at least want to see the Celine arc and Natsu versus the Water Dragon guy. I at least want to see those animated. Let's see. Dwarfston says the plan for taking down the trees will go haywire due to, you guessed it, Konohamaru. Everybody doubting Konohamaru, getting caught up in his feelings and causes the mission to fail. But Boruto is going to join in on the fight despite Koji's warnings, and Jura shows up. That would have been a fast-paced chapter. I wouldn't have been mad at it. That would have been a fast-paced chapter though. Maybe the others actually take down Ryu though, but I don't think they'll drop the, let's see, I don't think they'll drop the line of don't go or Jura will kill you without some subtle foreshadow. I mean, that could be it. I personally think that's more of a false gun. I think that in like a false gun is basically dropping something, make it seem important, and then you don't pay it off. I don't think Boruto goes to the land of Wind. Not in that way. I don't think that happens. I think that this is going to be strictly for them. It could happen, but something's going to happen that keeps Jura from going there. That's just my opinion. I think that line specifically is a false gun. If Boruto goes, I don't think you see Jura and Boruto in the same area together. So Tommy Bunnybread says Konohamaru will have doubts about killing Matsuri as their conversation humanizes her to him. Mitsuki and Sarada will prepare their group to make their move on Ryu. Kawaki gets his limiters removed and Ryu blushes at Sarada. Yeah, like the Tommy Bunnybread lore is that Tommy Bunnybread is a huge fan of shipping. So I see what you did there, fam. Matthew Diaz says, that's my guy right there. Matthew Diaz says, Konohamaru suffers from performance anxiety. Oh my God. I needed that, man. I needed that. And Sarada, Mitsuki, Araya, and Yodo make a move on Ryu. Let's see. Amado either deactivates some of Kawaki's limiters or activates his cut down code. And the code will have something to do with quenching thirst. Oh, that was clever. Because Kawaki's name means dry or parched. That was clever. That's better than what we got. That was clever. I like that. You cooking, man. They should let you write that shutdown code. Because like Code had the no more dress code. Delta had go to sleep. Delta is a clone of Amado. So I see what you did there. That's clever. Man, I love that. That's part of why I low-key miss doing fan theories. Because sometimes the stuff that the fans come up with, it'll be like super outlandish. But then sometimes it's better than what we actually get in the story. So I don't know, man. That was good. Let's see. IK Time says, let's see. Konohamaru is going to start falling for Matsuri and is going to F everything up. We get a continuation of Amado and Kawaki's conversation briefly, or next chapter. Sarada, Mitsuki, Yodo, and Araya will start the attack on You came very close to getting it. You came very close to getting it. This is a very good prediction. Let's see. Big Cam says the Ten Tails regulates the strength and intelligence of the shinju to prevent Jura from being usurped. Okay. Thus, Hidari's seeming lack of intelligence and Mamushi's strength, despite having one of the strongest and weakest adult humans as genetic templates. Well, that's more of an overall theory than a prediction for Chapter 18. Yeah, that's why I was laughing. I was like, wait a second. My man slipped in the theory here. Let's see. This troll right here. Simply Kenobi says, hello, all. You gotta start saying like, what's Kenobi saying? Star Wars, happy landing. You gotta start saying that on there. Let's see. Judging from the teaser, insert Pornhub intro. I gotta say Cornhub because how YouTube operates. But yeah, that was a good joke right there, though, man. I like that. Let's see. Over here on YouTube, we have Jura the Jubi. Okay, is that? Oh, I was about to say, is that a Matsuri profile picture with that name? I like that though. Let's see. Hey, Naruto, explain. I was originally going to give my predictions for the chapter, but I saw the leaks. So I just want to say I've been since 2021, and I think you're the best Naruto YouTube. I appreciate that, man. I do. I appreciate that a lot. You know, again, cheap plug, but I'm going to keep hyping it up, man. April 2021, the first 14 days, every month from April onward. I got editors that have been cooking up some good stuff, man. Patrons, they got access to quite a few videos. Like I got some stuff dropping, man. The editing quality, I'm putting my best foot forward for those evergreen videos. So it's first 14 days, because I've told you guys before, I have to do some Naruto deeper content as well as Boruto, because like not manga discussions in terms of like the current chapter. So just going into the Boruto themes, etc. Because as much as I like engaging with you guys on the manga content and everything, and I know that's what the analytics says you guys want, and my partner manager was pushing, my old partner manager was pushing me to do it. I got to make some of the content that I really want to make that's similar to what you get over on the Anime Explained channel, or else I'm gonna go crazy. But the editing's totally worth it. The editing's totally worth it. This is part of that rebrand that I'm doing. So we're gonna see. I've got a budget set out for about $35,000 worth of editing this year, and we're gonna see, does this pay dividends or not? Because if it does, you can expect that 30 days out the week. If not, then I'll start scaling it back. Like, so we're gonna see. Last time I tried dabbling with the editing and stuff, I ended up losing a lot of money. So we're gonna try it again, and like this time, just have it more consistent instead of spread around. Let's see. Hanzo 9855 says, I think Sarada and Mitsuki will eliminate Ryu, but Konohama will hesitate to attack Matsuri, and this will allow her to escape. Okay, I'm not mad at that. That's a good prediction. I'm not mad at that. Let's see. Okay, this is my guy right here. Oh, I was about to say, man, I thought the VPN was messing me up. I was like, why it ain't going down? All right, let's see. KC Forever Boy says, man, fam, I appreciate you. Because, you know, you shared that personal story and just made me kind of realize, like, words, they hold power. You know, and I'm working on being, doing more stuff like this to be more chill, and then, you know, drop the gems where I can, etc. But, like, it's one of those things, like, words hold power, and like your story on sobriety and like, you know, me helping with that, like I've never forgot that. So I'm gonna try to be, you know, more professional and kind of save some of the stuff like this for these videos so I'm off the script. So I appreciate you, fam. You changed my outlook on stuff. That's real shit right there. I don't care if I get demonetized. That's real shit. So what's up, fam? My man's gonna oh man, it's gonna be a good year. Speak that into oh, you got engaged on New Year's Eve. I see you, boy. Congratulations. He says he even got his fiance into watching Naruto. See, you got one. You got one. Because anytime you get a female that, and for the women, this 19% of the people on the channel are female subscribers. So for the women out there that watch the content and everything, it's the same thing. Like when you get a significant other, if they ain't willing to at least try what you're looking at, you might need to look at them differently, because like your passions are who you are. You know, like that was one thing that, like, I had a old coworker try to set me up with somebody, right? And it's just something, you know, making a mockery of me being into the anime stuff, because like my coworker kind of told her like, hey, you know, he does anime content, etc., blah 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 blah. And when it's just, you know, throwing like little side jabs, I'm like, bitch, I make more money than you. I make a lot more than you. How you gonna talk down about what I do? And I got a whole staff of people, and this like launched me into doing a whole nother business away from YouTube, a couple of businesses. Like, how you gonna talk crazy to me about what I'm into? Instantly shut that down. Like, I got an artist on payroll and 7 editors who help me with shorts, and they've been working on the long form content that you guys will be seeing starting in April. I got family that I have employed for my side business. This opened up doors. And all that told me right there is that the fact that she's talking down about a passion of mine that I was able to turn into a business to spearhead into another business. Like, what that tells me is that we were not going to be compatible. And I asked if she's serious, and she's like, yeah, you know, I think it's kind of corny. I said, okay, well, you can get your corny ass up and leave. Don't ever settle for nobody that can't respect your passions. Like, dog, I'm so fucking happy you got somebody that's good for you, man. You know, I'm so happy for you, my guy. Like, on God. I put a smile on my face to see that, man. You know, I wish you and your fiance a long life together, man. You know, it's always a beautiful thing to see two people in love come together, man. Big congratulations, man. I give you 2 hearts if I could. Let's see. You just won the comment section, goddammit. I'm gonna pin you after I say this, because congratulations on getting engaged. Like, what? That's crazy. Let's see. My predictions for chapter 18. Konohamaru will choke and Matsuri will try to devour him. As for Ryu, either Yodo or Sarada will blow their chance to end him and he's gonna crash out, which will definitely cause Boruto to give Koji the finger and head to the fight. I could see that. As always, love you. As always, love what you do. And man, that last Sasuke video was so gas. You cooking this shit already, fam. I'm telling you, April 2025. I'm gonna try and get through as much of the light novel stuff as I can now. April 2025. I'm talking video essays. I'm talking going more in depth on topics that people called themselves covering here on YouTube before, and then they left a lot of meat on the bone. You might see something where you're like, man, somebody's already talked about this. Watch the video, because I'm going way more in depth than other videos that covered certain stuffs on the topic. Like, I'm bringing new elements to talk about Edo Tensei that people ain't talked about. So you guys are gonna be in for a treat. Again, patrons know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Damon Wade 6591 says Kakashi appearance of real. I'm delusional, but please kiss you, man. At this point, man, if Ikimoto, it's almost like a running gag at this point, because he said, oh yeah, you know, Kakashi Sensei is a popular character, but why hasn't he showed up? It's gonna be a spoiler if I tell you, watch Kakashi only show up into like the last chapter of the manga or something. Like, this is a running gag. Like, this is up there with Kishimoto saying in like 2011, yeah, there's a Sakura arc coming. I'm gonna make it known why she is the main heroine of the story. And then her entire story arc that he planned on doing ended up being the script for the Road to the Ninja story, and it did not make the manga. So it's like, I really wonder if something like that's going on with Kakashi. Let's see. Anthony YM or M 5008 says, this is my first chapter prediction. Oh, we get to break your cherry in. Okay. Or pop your cherry. Okay. Let's see. This is my first chapter prediction. I'll be gentle, so I'll try to give it my best. P.S. Love your content as much as I love the WWE references. Man, you a real one for that, man. I mix in a little bit of wrestling stuff every now and then, but you know, you can see it like at the profile pictures and everything. You know, everything is like brand oriented across all three main YouTube channels that do anime. They got the championship belts and everything. So it's one of those things like, yeah, fam, WWE fan. All right, so let's see. Kawaki won't get his limiters adjusted because Amado is sus. You are correct. Team 7 will make progress with being friends with Ryu and Matsuri, but something ended up botching that. You called it. You called it. This is a good prediction. Let's see. Q Way KR. I knew I wasn't gonna get through one thing without butchering somebody's name. This is like the most easy thing to say too. Q Way KR. I butchered it again. I'm just gonna call you Bob now, because I'm not doing it a third time. I think Delta gets turned into an awakened Shinju, but it will be Amado's daughter reincarnated as a Shinju that shares the feeling of love for him and possesses her. That's a plot twist. Kind of like pulling the Ghost from the Shell type deal. That's a plot twist. I like that. That's a plot twist. Okay. Johnny Dark OG says, I think Koji admits that something is going to be sacrificed, or someone's going to be sacrificed at the end of the chapter. Sarada and Mitsuki will be like Ryu, but because Yodo connection is Shinki, she strikes first, and Konohamaru folds last minute. You got that part right. When Matsuri realized that she's being set up after Ryu is attacked. So kind of right. I see where you went with that. Very close. Let's see. Bonnie Face Woomer says 125. I see you, fam. I want to say I see you on the other channel too, because I recognize that name. Pretty sure I see you on the other channel. On the Anime Explained channel. Appreciate you holding me down. First and foremost, as always, my man, I hope you are having a straight blessed day. Really appreciate all the work you put into all your videos that are across all your channels. That being said, gotta say, I feel like I want to be Riz. God is probably gonna drop the God, like the Riz God's gonna drop the ball either by the end of the chapter or the start of the next chapter. Either way, he's gonna be dropping the ball or something's not gonna go as planned. You are correct. I also wonder how our big love triangle setup is gonna affect the upcoming chapter as well and where that goes from here. I think that we're gonna revisit that later because like this is like the second time that like Sumire and Sarada have had a conversation about Boruto, and you know I think something's gonna happen with that third one because it ain't over. Let's see. J Stu 1158 says, I think this battle will go on for 2 to 3 chapters. That's a smart bet to make. One chapter dedicated to Konohama. Oh, even longer than I'm thinking then. Because you're saying one chapter dedicated to Konohama versus Matsuri, one chapter dedicated to Sarada, Araya, Mitsuki, and Yodo versus Ryu, one chapter to wrap up any loose ends. Konohamaru is likely to get devoured or show something crazy. Sarada won't use our MS until a critical moment. Mitsuki is currently just him. And Yodo is likely to do something reckless for Shinki's sake. About Kawaki and Sumire, they likely are to plot against Amado after he just used his current trump card. This could pay off the tension that Sumire and Amado had with each other in part 1. I definitely think that like Sumire and Amado, that's something to keep your eyes on. I think you are right to kind of point that out. Ace Boogie 254 says it won't be that easy to take our Ryu, Mitsuki, and Sarada have a big fight ahead. I think also when Boruto comes to save Sarada, if she's in danger, Juro won't show up with Code. That could work because Juro did say like, hey, you know, Code, you take care of him. I could see that. That'd be a nice subversion of expectations. At that point, when Code fails, like Juro's gotta kill him though. Tuxedo Penguin 8953 says, Sarada and Mitsuki are getting ready to take Ryu out. The Sand Village girl, Yodo, will screw it up, leading to alerting Ryu alerting Matsuri, and they both escape after a fight. That's not a bad one right there. Thimba Petro says, I believe Sarada's MS Awakening could potentially save all of our teammates at the point of confrontation. This event will not be what Koji saw. Okay. So basically, you could see Sarada's Mangekyo putting her on Juro's radar and her being an anomaly that Koji doesn't see. That's interesting. I hadn't actually considered that. Let's see. Master Analyzer. With that name, let's see what you cooking. I'll believe we cut back to Kawaki and Amado, and eventually Amado revealing some information while removing Kawaki's limiters. You are correct. Afterwards, we'll go to Team 7 and the Sans Shinobi talking to Ryu. I believe Yoda will make a mistake off emotion and ruin the plan, and they'll start fighting Ryu. You are correct. At the end of the chapter, I believe we'll cut to Konohamaru and Matsuri realizes what's going on. Then the cliffhanger will be Boruto interrogation, Kashi and Koji, and Boruto will start to prepare to head to the sand where the battles happen. So you went 2 out of 3 on that one. You went 2 out of 3 on that one, man. So that not bad. That's a really good prediction. Thimbo's Petro says again, Konohamaru gonna pound that Shinju Usi. I needed that, man. I needed that. I've been sick the last few days, man. Like, sound a lot better than I did, before. But woo-wee, my throat's starting to hurt. I'm gonna cut this one short in a little bit. Oh shit, yeah, my throat's starting to hurt. Let's see. Seafool says, fight between Araya and Ryu. You're not wrong. Not wrong at all. That's basically what we got at the end of the chapter. And I'm gonna do this last one. I'm gonna call this one quits. Let's see. Red Yellow 8554 says Kawaki gets limiters removed. Sarada, Mitsuki, and Konohamaru will fail to kill the Shinju. Ryu is gonna change his target from guard to Mitsuki. That'd be interesting if that happens. And Kawaki will join the fight and make the Shinju retreat. So I think some of those might happen later on. Like Kawaki joining the fight, after Amado takes his limiters off and Kawaki goes into super Ishiki mode and flies over, and I can see that. It'd be interesting if Team 7 does fail at killing any of them. That'd be very interesting. Because I feel like where they're at right now, somebody's got to get eaten or somebody's got to get destroyed on one side. Someone has to be eaten on the good side or someone has to be destroyed on the other. Somebody's got to walk out of this whole situation with a loss. If it just becomes like, oh my God, Team Rocket, we blast off again. If it comes to that, I'm going to be annoyed. So I'll say this, man, you know, chapter review should be out on the 20th if we get scans this weekend. If we don't get scans, expect the chapter review to be out a couple of days after the official release. That way the editor has time to cook up the review and maintain the quality you guys have come to expect from the chapter reviews. Thank you so much for you guys' support, man. Never get tired of saying this. Thank you for your support. We're going into year 10 on this YouTube journey, and we're gonna make this one the best year possible. So thank you guys for your support.